For she's listening right down the hall. You cannot say we will not evolve. So we set sail, carry on, moving forward to take another step in the proper direction. Out of sight, out of mind, it's no wonder we never seem to exist. Scream for me, I want to hear you. Breathe for me, I want to feel you. Why did you try to explain what's happening? Scream for me, I want to hear you. Breathe for me, I want to feel you. Why did you try to explain what's happening? It's happening, happening, happening now. Lay your crown so high, better knock it off. 'Cause we all fall again, cutting so deep, my friend. You're on your own. control them breathing. I can't just fix this. There's something else resisting. Love is never easy to love again. To find your reasons to pretend. Love is never easy to start again. Go find your meaning. I've been living a long time for this day to come, and you wasted it all away. I keep dreaming of emptiness and your face. Maybe I never stay. Love is never easy to love again. To find your reasons to pretend. Love is never easy to start again. Go find your meaning. That's alright. That's alright.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello.
Great Scott!
Hello. Hello.
All right, everybody, how's it going? And welcome to
Great
Atlanta
Scott.
Racing and the American Elite Racing ARCA Series here live at Michigan International Speedway as we are looking towards the playoffs coming up to you in just a couple weeks. As I say to you, just a little bit weird, but to your left, we have an outline of that beautiful track here, one of my favorites at Michigan, and to your right, some live pictures of the track that Tony took earlier. I can't thank everybody in the chat enough. El Taco Man, Dale, Ancient World Gaming. What an announcement we just had. Coming to you, Proximity, how you doing? All the AWG fam, all in the chat right now. So thank y'all all for being here, and I am so happy to be part of the AWG family. And here we go for the AER ARCA Series presented by Atlanta Racing. And just like you heard, Atlanta Racing joining forces with Ancient World Gaming as we are going to be bringing you all the iRacing action. I cannot wait to see what we've got. Tyler B, thank you so much for subscribing. Cannot thank you enough, sir, but cannot wait to see what the future holds with Ancient World Gaming. We're going to be having some awesome iRacing broadcast here in the next couple of months. We have some awesome content creators such as Joey Stone, Goin, and many, many more. We've got Call of Duty players, 2K players, but we know we're focusing right now here with Atlanta Racing on the iRacing. Mrs. Weeks, how you doing? Definitely going to be getting you a sticker, throwing up all the hype here. And if you want an Atlanta Racing sticker, you can message me on Discord, Twitter, or Instagram, and I will send you one for free. Some of them will have the new metallic blade-esque design, as I call them. So just let me know if you want one. Well, here are the playoff standings right now after 14 out of 20 races. Jamie Haynes is sitting at the top with Nick Goin in second, Jared Mogard third, Chris Murphy fourth, and Charlie Mosley Jr. sitting right there in fifth. Matthew Boone's going to be sitting right here below the locked-in playoff line in sixth, with Jose Ruiz seventh, John Osborne eighth, Corey Colby ninth, and Tyler B. Langer. He's got one win, but he is sitting right back in 10th place. Michael Carter right below the cutoff line in 11th, with Dylan Picklesmeyer in 12th, George Rancon 13th, and Doug King 14th. Right now, we are going to Michigan, but next week, we are going to be headed to Lucas Oil Raceway. You're not going to want to miss it, with Chris Murphy taking home that win just last week. Dale saying he would love to add a sticker to his collection, and AWG saying snatch it up, and snatch him up indeed. The first 100 stickers I had made, the first 150, I guess you could say, they went by like that. So I've got 100 more made, probably closer to 120 more. Just about half of them have been claimed, so get your Tyler B saying race report for old time's sake. Oh yeah, 5-0 family saying Picklesmeyer's my pick just for the epic last name. He is Tyler B. Yes, sir, we can do an in-race report, of course, as we go live trackside right now to Michigan International Speedway. 3, 2, 1, let's go racing with Atlanta Racing and the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. And don't forget, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to Atlanta Racing and catch all the ARCA Series action on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch and YouTube. Can't wait to see what the future holds here. I've got something under my belt right now, and I'm sitting on this, and I can't wait to make the announcement with this as well. It's going to be exciting. So I think a lot of these drivers are going to be excited for this announcement. I think they're going to be interested in this announcement, and I can't wait to bring it to fruition. As right now, we are qualifying, and it looks like we do have a few drivers on the track. Let's take a look at Jordan Martin, who is taking on their qualifying efforts. Only other driver on the track is going to be that 23 of Jose Ruiz. Mrs. Weeks says, added the YouTube subscription. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. YouTube for me, I haven't grown my YouTube as much as I have wanted to. Maybe do some collabs with Goin, not only because I would like to grow my YouTube, but also because he's AWG fam, and also because me and Goen have kind of found out that we have very, 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 very similar music taste. Down to it is kind of crazy because he has very good taste in electronic music, as well as I've worked with many of my coworkers, I have found that I really enjoy the instruments. You know, I can't understand the lyrics of K-pop, but I enjoy the music aspects, and so does he. So it's really cool to see that as we are going live now here at Michigan International Speedway. It's your starting lineup here with Nick Goen taking the pole position. Matthew Boone's going to be getting second with Jamie Haynes third, James Suggs fourth, and Christopher Murphy fifth. Corey Coley's going to be getting sixth with Jerry Mogard right behind him in seventh. Michael Carr getting eighth, Jose Ruiz getting ninth, and Tyler B getting 10th. Hold on, I got to go see what that was. Oh man, Nickel Dime, thank you so much. 500-bit donation. Oh man, J-Ray says, got happy birthday Allie on the hood tonight. Oldest daughter turns 7 tomorrow. Well, J-Ray, of course, happy birthday to Miss Allie. I hope she has a fantastic 7th birthday, and I hope you can pull out the win here tonight in honor of her. Starting off from the 11th spot, Dylan Pickles-Meyer is going to be sitting in 11th with Charlie Mosley Jr. starting 12th. Maurice Burnett starting 13th with Jordan Martin right behind him in 14th. Christoph Hall starting 15th with Randy Lapita 16th. John Osborne 17th. Matt Langley 18th. George Rincon 19th, and Doug King 20th. Rounding up all the drivers here tonight, there's 21 of them. Keith Bost will be starting in that last spot as we are going to go down the pit road and see what these drivers have in store for 75 laps around Michigan International Speedway. Let's see what they are up to. And it looks like the pace car is about to take off, and the drone cam in the air. Getting a great look right here of the 33 of Nick Goen, 38 of Matthew Boone, and the 53 of Jamie Haynes. Very, very cool to see. And we can get maybe a little bit of a zoom in right here on Jamie Haynes' car. And you can definitely see the happy birthday alley right there. You know, Mr. Haynes, he has got a ton going on in his life, and he still makes the time to come out here and race these races and be such a great admin for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. Jamie, we couldn't thank you enough, sir, for all of your hard work. No matter what we do in the future, Jamie, you are awesome, sir. And thank you for always helping us put on a great show. Everybody I know appreciates it as well. As the music is headed down and we are about to go racing. 75 intense playoff-seeking laps here from the drivers in the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. On board with Randy Lapidus as he goes to catch up with the line for the start of tonight's race. Michigan is the place to be. You know right now it is so cold that you could not host a race there. Probably covered in snow right now is how you would approach the track. That car going by sounded crazy. And here we go, coming to the line for the first time tonight. We see the Canadian and the American flag, and what looks to be Cirque du Soleil tents in the background. We're green flag racing here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. Immediately, 33 of Nick Goen and the 53 of Jamie Haynes are going to try to do something down low. And it looks like Matthew Boone has a little bit of room, and he will now pull up right behind the 33 of Nick Goen as we progress down the backstretch. Boone wanting to stay on that rear bumper of Nick Goen heading out of turn 4, but Jamie Haynes has all the action behind him. You can see coming into the frame, Christopher Murphy and Jared Mogard. They're pulling up quick side by side, and they've got a little bit of help right behind them as they are doubled up. Coming out of turn 1, and they are 3 wide back here as if just for a moment Right behind Jordan Martin, Tyler B., Charlie Mosley Jr., and Jose Ruiz. As Ruiz is the only driver stick to the inside, he'll now fall in front of the 12 of Dylan Picklesmeyer behind Mosley Jr., but just for a short amount of time. Let's go on board with Jose Ruiz coming up trying to make that pass on Mosley Jr. And it is a hard-fought battle, especially when you have drivers setting such fast laps. They are so close, 39.99, 39.95. You've got so little time. If you make a mistake, there's no room for it. That's the thing, especially when you got the playoffs on the line. As they once again see 3 wide, Corey Coley, Martin, and James Suggs. Keeping it crisp and clean, Matthew Boone adds another driver to worry about. The 7 of Jared Mogard pulls up behind that 38. And they're going to make it a 3-car battle up here for the top spot. As Nick Gowen still leads, we all know his not usual Tasmanian Devil car is a very, very tough car to beat. Matthew Boone might be the one to do it. He's sticking in close. Let's see what everybody else is doing through the rest of the field as they are going single file. But you always know who you're going to see trying to make that money move. 23 of Jose Ruiz. He is always trying to make a big move. He is always trying to get that one spot because he knows out of Sacramento, California, it is not easy to get those spots when everybody's fighting so hard. Some drivers, you know, you have races where it's like, okay, I'm not too good at Iowa. I'm going to kind of keep it easy. But when you have one race, this is it, till the playoffs, you might be locked in, you might not, you might be sitting right below that cutoff line. This is the one that makes the difference. You're going to have to do something. As now Mosley Jr. goes to make it 3 wide, almost with Tyler B. and Jordan Martin. Onboard dash cam, bottom right hand of your corner right there. You can see 184, 185 miles per hour down the front portion of this track. Back portion of this track. You never know what you're going to get with the ARCA series. These are some super fast cars. I just called that correctly and then incorrectly. Apologize. Sometimes when you're sitting there on the onboard camera, it's a little tough to see just exactly what is happening up here at the top. 7 of Jared Molgar now going to be side by side with Nick Gowen for the lead. Oh man, Nick Gowen, what is he going to do? Coming into turn 1, here we go. Gowen and Mogard. And now do we see Matthew Boone's going to fall up top with the 33. And not for too much longer. The 7 is going to try to fall in line. Does he have enough room? He's going to split the sandwich. Give half to your friend. He has got it right there. Going to be sticking in second. Well, when you have Mr. Jared Mogard on your bumper and he almost just took away that position for you, you know you're going to have some pretty sweaty palms. And Nick Gowen, a driver, I would say is an expert, a veteran at this iRacing simulator, is actually probably a little nervous right now. This is something the 33 doesn't usually deal with as a driver, being capable of sitting there and going head-to-head, nose-to-nose with him. He's usually able to clean it off, cut it off before it ever happens, but now we're seeing the 7 of Mogard now down to the inside once again for the money move. To the start finish, 7 of Jared Mogard will claim that lap as led. Waffle Morris, what is up? Saying, let's go, Colby. Talking about the 10 of Corey Colby, who is up here in the bunch of madness behind Jamie Haynes. Out of Stewart, Virginia, Mr. Jamie Haynes racing at Michigan. And now the 29 of Jordan Martin is the car to lead this huge pack around this 75-lap race. Going Boone and Mogard still stay at the top, but the real race is right here behind the 29 as they go 3 wide once again, and it's the same drivers taking it 3 wide time and time over. And now the 54 of Suggs will try to put the block on the 10 of Corey Colby. Here comes the 12 of Picklesmeyer wanting to make it. Bruce, oh God, Bruce, you know, I didn't see that was your name at first. And I was like, who knows that I say that other than my friends? But Bruce Apocalypse in the chat saying, okay, let's go. You know what it is. It's from that TikTok YouTube video. Oh, 54 of Suggs pulls right in front of the 10 of Corey Colby. Haynes now trying to hold off the pack behind him. Well, once again, thank you everyone for coming out here and watching here tonight in Michigan. From all the AWG family, thank y'all so much for the open arms and being so supportive out the get-go. I really appreciate it. Go and Joey, appreciate y'all. Shout me out on Twitter as well. Y'all are awesome. Really hoping we can get a meetup this year at a track. Even if I've got to fly out there for a weekend, I'll make it happen. But if we can go to a track sometime and meet up as an AWG family, I think that would be awesome. You know how bad I want to go to the... Oh my gosh. We're going to be 3 wide again, and of course it involves Corey Colby and Tyler B. This is what we've seen all night, and now pulling up on the 12 of Picklesmeyer. Colby is looking to catapult through this huge pack. 5-0 family saying, love that Steve Parks throwback. And Waffle Norris saying 3 wide Kobe. Anytime I say Kobe, all I think about is Kobe Bryant. That still makes me sad. I can't do it. Anton, how's it going, buddy? Greatly appreciate you coming out here and hanging out in the chat for some racing. As Nick Goen now has Matthew Boone and Jaron Mogard looking to take away that top spot. 38 of Matthew Boone thought he was going to slingshot down to the outside and try to use some of that momentum and push off the 7 of Jared Mogard. But he is going to play it safe for right now. Anton, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Man, I got 3 subscribers tonight. Thank y'all so much. That's 25% more than I had when we... No, it's not. It's 33% more than when I started tonight's race. So thank y'all so much. As we head to lap 15 of 75, 16 laps to go. As these drivers seek those playoff spots. Coming back here towards the middle of the pack. Behind Picklesmeyer, Tyler B, Corey Colby. Side-by-side action. Let's go on board. Currently on board with Tyler B. Langer out of Claremont, New Hampshire. He is your in-race reporter, and although I have not been utilizing his skills the past couple races, and I apologize, but if we do have a caution here tonight, I like to bother the drivers while they're racing. We will try to get in contact to get some race insight from Mr. Tyler B. As Goen and Mogard now going back at it. Mogard overtaking that second place spot off of Matthew Boone. Running very similar lines, but just a tad different as the 33 really having to hold his own and make sure the 7 has no place to go. We head into turn 3. And you can see the distance between your top 5. And then right behind the top 5 with James Suggs, you've got everybody else racing it out to get into the top 5. And there's Christopher Murphy now looking to make that move on the 54 Suggs. Out of Union, Washington, Christopher Murphy, currently racing in 6th. He started tonight's race in the top 5. Trying to get back in there, but he's got a lot to get past. Haynes, Jordan Martin, Matthew Boone. As we cut back to the top, Jared Mogard now giving it some heat on the 33. And, of course, as soon as we head back over there, that is not going to be the case. Jared Mogard's going to fall back, and Matthew Boone's going to catch back up just a little bit. Here comes Jordan Martin. It's a 4-car race up here for the first place spot, and Jamie Haynes is not that far behind. Big money moves behind Nick Goen, but he holds on to it. It looks like, the 7. He keeps having these runs where it looks like he's got it. And then Goen just holds him off just enough to make sure he does it. Jordan Martin pushing his way up into 3rd now, passing Matthew Boone for that 3rd place spot. He is now going to be fighting to get up to Jared Mogard and find it out with Nick Goen as well. He's got a ton of speed down the front stretch. What can he do here at Michigan? Taking a look now off the left-right suspension of Nick Goen Chevrolet, and here goes the 7 of Jared Mogard with one of those moves where it looks like he will take it down to the inside. And then I think he realizes how much speed he is going to lose in that position. Give up to Jordan Martin if he does try something. He might want to wait for that 29 and 38 to catch up just a little bit, and he can get that push off them. And here he goes down to the inside. Was that a signal from Jordan Martin that they are going to be looking to get past Nick Goen here shortly? Here comes Mogard down to the inside. This might actually be a contender for first. No, he doesn't have it. He pulls back. Now the 29 and Jordan Martin with a ton of speed. Looks like he could be taken away second from 7th. And here he comes, Jordan Martin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Matthew Boone and Jared Mogard getting past Jordan Martin, and it looks like maybe a little bit of contact on Jordan Martin caused him to slam on the brakes. And that allows the 7 and the 38 to get by, but that was really weird. I don't know what just happened. It looked like he had the money move to make it and just slowed up tremendously. Now Nick Goen back up to the top. 7 of Jared Mogard. And now 3 wide. 10 of Corey Coley, Picklesmeyer, and Mr. Tyler B. behind James Suggs. They're going to be running it. Picklesmeyer trying to hold that outside line and hold it behind James Suggs so he can gain some speed. Bruce Apocalypse saying, these guys don't hold back. My kind of racing. I'm telling you, Bruce, especially when you know playoffs are right on heaven's door, you're going to be putting it all on the line and racing your darndest to make sure that you are having a fighting chance to call yourselves an AER champion. You gotta love it here. 50 laps to go at the line. Nick Goen, he started tonight's race on pole, and he has sat here entirely leading almost every single lap. He is a driver to beat tonight. out of Atlanta, Georgia. Well, since they announced it on AWG Stream, I can talk to you about it as well. Cutscene Sleep, new partnership with AWG. The only sleep aid company for gamers, trying to provide the world's best gameplay by improving sleep aid. And let me tell you, as somebody, and you know, I feel unfortunately like the term insomnia gets thrown around a little bit too much. You know, if you don't sleep like for 3 weeks, then it's understandable like not to sleep entirely with problems. That's insomnia. But if you don't sleep for one night, you know, you just didn't sleep for a night. Well, try being that way for 23 years. Well, that's me. I have had insomnia my entire life as Nick Gowen gets into the wall. Nick Gowen, your leader, into the wall. Now Matthew Boone and Jordan Martin are going to be racing up to take advantage of that mistake. Pardon my interruption, but to cut it short, sleeping problems are no joke. I have to take sleeping medicine, and it severely can affect you. So it's really awesome to see that kind of partnership as we're going to see. Oh, and the 29 spins out onto the entrance of pit road. He's going to avoid damage as he cuts it on the brakes. Oh my gosh. Jordan Martin losing some spots right there. Nick Gowen's going to head down as well as the pit stop indicator is going to be at the bottom of your screen. Matthew Boone now leads tonight's race. James Suggs in second. And it is the beginning of the first green flag pit stop for these American Elite Racing ARCA Series drivers. Don't forget, after tonight's race, we are going to have an interview with the race winner. Something you never want to miss. So make sure you stay tuned for that as James Suggs is going to head down and Matthew Boone loses it onto the entrance of pit road. Just avoids getting into the wall. And that is going to lose him some positioning as well. They are all coming down. Beautiful sound from that 28 right of George Rincon. Locking them up big time as we cut to the front. They're 3 wide. Corey Colby, Jose Ruiz running the top line, and we got somebody wrecking. Wrecking into the entrance of pits. Trying to cut back and see exactly who that was. It is a madhouse right here through the green flag pit stops. You don't know when it's going to happen. Now Corey Colby, Jose Ruiz side by side, 3 wide with Tyler B. Special Ed says locking them up, huh? And Anatime saying that's some heartbreaking gone wrong. You're exactly right. Heartbreaking gone wrong. And that can be the end of your race. You know, if you have a big incident like that. Corey Colby headed down. Jose Ruiz trying to make everything he can out of the tires he's got. He's going to stay out. Stay behind the 28 of George Rincon. Holy shnikes, nickel dime with a 500-bit donation, baby. Nickel dime, thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciate that. You are the man. Thank y'all so much once again for the tremendous outpour of support here for Atlanta Racing and the American Elite Racing Series here at Michigan. It has been an awesome night so far, and Doug King will make the pass as Jose Ruiz goes down into pits. Douglas King is going to be the only driver that has not gone down to pit road yet. Headed down the back stretch. Let's see what kind of speed he's getting on these older set of tires. Here comes the 8. Maurice Burnett looks like he's going to hit just about 185 off of that turn 3 run. And what is that? Is that a Bud Light? Is that regular Bud? No. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if it was platinum or not. Man, I miss drinking platinums. Those things were pretty dang good. They're just like crazy. Like, I think they have a little bit more oomph to them than most drinks. Well, I am surprised that Douglas King has been able to hold his own. He's got a 20-second lead right now on these old sets of tires. He started tonight's race in 20th, just one spot off of being last, and he has worked his way up 19 spots in the game to make it a lead here as he heads down into pits. We're going to bring up your side tower here as Jared Mogard will head out of the 3s and 4s and become your new leader at Michigan. So isn't this a very familiar sight? Mogard going, but now we have reversed the roles as Jared Mogard is your leader in a lead. He's got 2.5 seconds. Nick Goen is chomping at the bit. He's getting it time by time, lap by lap. Just a few tenths of a second each time, but you still got, what, just about half the race to do it. You can definitely make something work in around 37 laps. So will Jared Mogard be able to hold on to it, or Nick Goen get up there and make it happen? It's a lot more action tied back here behind Jose Ruiz with Corey Colby, 39 of Randy Lapidus, and the 29 of Jordan Martin. Let's look off the gearbox of Jordan Martin. And the reason I point out those speeds to you when we're headed down the front stretch on those old tires is when we have a car like Jordan Martin's in the 29 who is on the fresh set of tires. Let's see how fast he goes down the front section here at Michigan. 188 it looks like he is going to be, so just about 5 or 4 miles per hour faster than you would be on those older sets. Nick Goen obviously knows the line to run when he is running out of time. Running that low line, trying to gain any kind of speed on Jared Mogard. He can, and he has got it. 2 laps ago, he was at 2.49 seconds behind. Now 2.29 seconds behind. So just about a tenth of a second every time around. You add those up, you got about 20 or so laps to catch up, but I don't think it's going to take Nick Goen that long. Never does. '98 of Christoph Hall, they're going to fall to the inside and get passed by multiple drivers in a 3-car pack led by Jordan Martin. We saw Martin up at the top running for so much of tonight's race within the top 5, top 6 drivers. And then got an incident on pit road going down, spun, but avoided any real damage. And now trying to fight back within the top 10. Jordan Martin having a strong race in Michigan. But can they build on what they've done? That's the thing, you know, you've got that mistake. Can you build off of your mistake? Gearbox now, Tyler B. and Dylan Picklesmeyer racing into the top 5 of tonight's race. See, to Michael Carter, a driver that we see up here in the top 5 from Jacksonville, Alabama. I feel like the past few races, we have seen a lot of progression from Michael Carter coming up here and racing within the top 5. He's had some really great finishes, so we'll see if he can do it here in Michigan. But Picklesmeyer, Tyler B, 2 heavy hitters, as I would call them. You're going to have to be watching your gearbox. Not really your gearbox. We're going to be watching your gearbox, watching your rearview mirror as the 12 almost slices Brad with the 88. That was super close with Picklesmeyer coming up now to a single file 3-car pack once again. My Atlanta Special Ed with a 1,000 bit donation. Special Ed, thank you so much, buddy. Greatly appreciate that. Jesus, 1,000 bits. Y'all are awesome. That, I feel like a hype train should be getting going soon. That's awesome. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate the bits, the donations, everything tonight. Y'all have been so awesome. Well, like I said, it wasn't going to take Nick going as long. He is now just 1.3 seconds off of your leader, Jared Molgard, making up the time quickly. It doesn't sound as good when you're on the nose of the vehicle. So really taking advantage of the track, using as little room as he can. He comes up when he needs to. He follows down below the apron. He runs that low line, and that is what is allowing Nick Goen to catch up to Mogard so very quickly. And now he's kind of hit a stalemate. 1.32 seconds. Mogard might be taking the hint of what he's doing. Suggs leading Rincon and Carter. And that kind of seems to be a common element in tonight's race. These 3-car packs, 2-car packs that are just kind of fighting amongst themselves is really what I was looking to say. Kind of fighting amongst themselves. I'm just saying it so wrong. There it is again. And here comes Christopher Murphy and Jamie Haynes. Really slingshotting. You could see the speed out of turn 2 in these ARCA cars. They are trying to use that momentum out of turn 2. Mrs. Weeks throwing it up saying, let's freaking go. And let's freaking go. All right, baby. Special Ed throwing up the gold Atlanta Racing logo. I forgot that one even existed. That's a throwback right there, baby. Every time I say baby, I feel like I'm Elvis. I don't know why. Oh, man, oh, man. Well, in just 2 laps when we hit the line, we're going to be 30 away from the final lap of tonight's race from the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. Just 5 laps, I'm sorry, not 5 laps, 5 races remain in the season. Throwing it up, that was my old school Atlanta Racing logo. That used to be in the bottom of the corner of the screen for so long. Well, Christopher Murphy and Jamie Haynes have backed off each other a small amount. We saw him running so quickly, I thought they were going to catch Nick going. It looks like they have eased up a little bit. Back off Dylan Picklesmeyer. You can see Tyler B, James Suggs, George Rincon. So this is what Jared Mogard is seeing in his rear view mirror, and it looks like we see possibly the beginning of another green flag pit stop. 29 of Jordan Martin, maybe making up for the mistakes he made the first time down into pits. He's going to be coming down early. Second time in, 29 Goodrich Chevrolet is getting it going. Last pit stop of the night, hopefully, for that driver. We'll see if he can make it work the rest of tonight's race. Here comes Jared Mogard to put him a lap down. Waffle Morris saying, love the aggression, Mr. Kobe. Yeah, Corey Kobe, definitely an aggressive driver here tonight, trying to hold on to a playoff spot. And Special Ed throwing up the AER ARCA Series logo in the chat. You'll love to see it. It's like you cut to the front and it's so elegant and it's just racing, and then you come back up, middle of the pack, back of the pack, and it's just 2 wide, 3 wide, going crazy, trying to get as much as they can. And that's when it happens. You're going to hear it time and time again. That's what playoff contention driving looks like. Special Ed saying, what do the stickers look like, Atlanta? Well, one of the stickers is my logo, so the one you see at the start of the stream when it goes through the glass and the glitches, that's one of the stickers. And the other one is it's kind of the same logo, but it's got the skyline of Atlanta in the background. And then I've got some special edition silver shiny ones made, but I only have maybe 10 of those, so those I'm trying to save if I can, but if somebody really wants one, I can get you one. Jordan Martin joins the rest of the pack back on track. Randy Lapidus and Matt Langley will take it down into pit, so we're going to bring up your pit stop indicator once again at the bottom of your screen so you can catch up. I know I need to order 1,000 pieces. You're right. Every time I order them and I throw it out there that I have them, they are gone so quick. I'll have like 20 or 30 message requests in my box. I think I got some. My DMs were not even showing up for some people. So I don't know if it's because I had so many requests come in at one time, but it was like ding, 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 ding. Everybody wants stickers. And, a lot of people still haven't gotten them because I said to DM me if you wanted one, and I don't think many people saw that part. So they've just been asking how to get them on Twitter, and I don't want to tell anybody to put their address out. Oh, yeah, Nickel Time, some awesome stickers. Let me know if you would like one, sir. As Nick going now under a second behind Jared Mogard. This is what we've been waiting on for 25 laps to go. Heck yeah, Nickel Time sounds like a plan, my friend. As Jamie Hayes heads down into pit, so is James Suggs, Dylan Picklesmeyer, and the Ada Maurice Burnett. Special Lad saying, get AtlantaRacing International. Oh, yeah. It would be so cool if you know, they were like, oh, Atlanta, can you come to this event in the UK, or can you come to this event in Canada to broadcast? You're like, oh yeah, that would be awesome. Tyler B, Jose Ruiz, side by. Oh, no, they're not. 88's going to be coming down into pits, and this is definitely the start of the last pit stop for these drivers. And it might be when we go down into pits for your top two that we see them regroup and really fight it out till the end. Nickel Time says, I'll cover up the company logo. That sounds like a plan to me. Well, here they come. Nick Gowen with some lap traffic behind him, maybe to add a little bit of speed. That's Jordan Martin. Now just within view. Coming up behind the 7 of Jared Mogard. Here comes the 21 of Mr. Christopher Murphy. Nickel Dime says need to get a magnetic one, and Anaton saying first to pit wins the race if it stays green unless they are significantly slower. Let's see if that is the case. Jared Milgard headed down to pits. Nick Gowen's going to stay out and use as much as he can off of Jordan Martin. 20 laps to go. Mogard is going to head out of pits, and no driver, I believe, is going to pass him. 21 to Christopher Murphy might be able to if they can get around quick enough, and he does. No, he does not. Jared Mogard slams on the accelerator, and he is up in front of the 21 of Christopher Murphy. If only for just a small amount of time. Nick Gowen right behind him, and he is going to go down into pits. Now it's going to be Jared Mogard to race around and try to get in front of Gowen before he can get out. Gowen remains in pits, and it looks like he is going to speed out of there as fast as he can, but I think the 7 of Jared Mogard will have the advantage, and he will. The 7 of Mogard overtakes Nick Gowen out of pits. So does Christopher Murphy. And Jamie Haynes will do the same. Not the outcome that Nick Gowen in the 33 wanted at all. We'll Well, don't forget the Clash of the Coliseum is live tonight on Fox for the opening of the NASCAR Cup Series out from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. It's been a fun day of racing already, as we have seen the heat races take place and the main event happening, I think it started around 8 o'clock, so I don't know the official start time, but I can tell you it was fun watching it earlier. Anton saying not enough laps for going to make up that ground without a caution. I think you're exactly right. I think that Jared Mogard, if he can hold on to it, will take home the lead, but we'll see. Maybe a little bit of help from Haynes, maybe a pull off Christopher Murphy, I don't know. Going is 3 seconds off of your leader right now, 1.6 off Christopher Murphy, so he's got some time. He's got to get back. I don't know if he made the right decision going down to pits when he did, but hey, AtlantaRacing probably 1 out of 1,000 times makes the right decision going down to pits. And it's on saying, don't see Murphy pulling over and letting him by either. It'll be good at the end. I agree. I think it'll get good at the end. Here goes Nick Cohen passing Christopher Murphy, and he is now shooting it out to get Jared Mogard. 2.4 seconds. And as Anton pointed out in the chat, will he have enough time? Repeat. Following, what is up? Repeat, I would have thought you followed me 19 years ago. What is up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night. We're just watching Jared Mogard lead tonight's race and try to hold it off over Nick Cohen, who Anton said, don't know if he quite has enough time. No worries, Repeat. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you been enjoying broadcasting and enjoying the kiddos and all that jazz. I haven't talked to you in a minute. As you can see, Nick Cohen's doing that same thing we saw earlier, where he is just running that inside line down below the apron, trying to not give any kind of room. I just don't think it's going to work for him this time around. James Suggs leads Jordan Rincon and Jordan Martin around the time. 12 laps to go. And I'm thinking what everybody else is thinking. Can Nick Cohen do it? Can he get up there in time? Now Martin making the move on George Rincon. Almost comes up and clips his front bumper. 28 of Rincon holds on to it. Repeat saying, how is Kobe doing? Corey Kobe currently in 13th. He's been having a pretty good race, but I feel like he's been finding himself in 2-3 wide card battles the entire time. He hasn't been able to really escape it. He started tonight's race in 6th, and he has fallen back to 13th. So he's trying, Repeat. He is trying, my friend. Just don't feel like, you always say, tonight wasn't his night. I don't feel like tonight's Corey's night. I feel like he's just kind of been in the thick of it the entire time. So 1.5 now off Nick Going in Mogard, and looking back, Jordan Martin and George Rincon still going at it behind James Suggs. Speaking of Corey Colby, there he is trying to make that move. On the 12 of Michael Carter. 38 of Matthew Boone falls up front in 2. And now looking at the top, Jaron Mogard has 8 laps to go. And then he can call himself a winner here at Michigan International Speedway. Nick Going down 1.2 seconds. If we had 20 more laps in this race, my prediction would be completely different. But for right now, I don't think he's got the time. I think Mogard's going to be having this one. He's had a great race at Michigan. Strategy played out, and it played in his favor. He made the right move. He went down early, and as Anton said, the first one that pits is going to win it unless there is a severe lack of skill. And that, I think, is exactly what is about to play out. Man, I love just a cold glass of water. People be like, oh, man, I love a cold Coca-Cola. No. Cold glass of water. That's what's going to make me happy. I'm telling you, it's good. I told you it's gonna be like this till the end, and it's been 7th, 8th, and back all night. Oh my gosh, that was close right there with Tyler B and George Rincon. 88 came up just a little bit more than the 28 anticipated, causing that 28 slingshot up top, saying, hey, I think I'm okay. I don't want to deal with this right now. Repeat saying Clash top 5, Bubba Truex, Byron, Dylan, Busch. It's already over. Does that mean Bubba won the Clash? $68 out of 150. Awesome. I'm asking Repeat because I was hoping that this race would be over before that race ended, which it's definitely going to be, so I can watch a little bit of that before I head off to bed for tonight. So very exciting as Nick Going closes in just a half second now behind Jaron Mogard. Now, wouldn't that be something if Nick Going, with 3 to go, could get up here and surpass Jaron Mogard for the win? And the time says, not if you're Jared. By now, tires are equal. It's all about who wants it more. Well, it's 2 to go. White flag will come out this time by 7 and 33. Looking at it for the end of tonight's American Elite Racing ARCA Series race in Michigan. Barney brings out the white flag, and it is being waved for Jared Mulgar. Nick Gowen trying to get as much speed as he can for the final lap. Here we go, Nick Gowen. Oh, and he gets into the wall. Nick Gowen gets into the wall, but he still has some speed. But that could have been the lost opportunity to win tonight's race. Mogard gonna hold up to 33 out of turn 4. Jared Mogard looking to take home a win, and he does it at Michigan International Speedway. What a performance from the 7 tonight. And the time congratulating Jared and saying great recovery to Nick. Couldn't agree more, sir. Well, here is going to be your final race results in just 1 second. That was a great finish, I agree. Nick Gowen getting second place with Jamie Haynes third, Chris Murphy fourth, Dylan Picklesmeyer fifth, James Suggs sixth, Jose Ruiz seventh, Tyler B. Langer eighth, Jordan Martin ninth, and George Rincon getting 10th. Matthew Boone's going to be getting 11th with Corey Kobe 12th, John Osborne 13th, Maurice Burnett 14th, Doug King 15th, Keith Boss 16th, Brady Lapidus 17th, Michael Carter 18th, Matt Langley 19th, and Charlie Mosley Jr. 20th. Christoph Hall will be the last driver in tonight's race to finish in 21st. As you see it right here, Jared Mulgard's going to park it in victory lane for tonight's race. Neil, congratulations, sir. No worries at all. That is definitely way more important. Well, there is a look at your winner. What a beautiful view of him right here in the Gatorade victory lane. Jared Mulgard making it happen at Michigan International Speedway. Well, we are going to try to get a quick interview with Mr. Jared before we head off tonight's broadcast. Once again, thanks y'all for tuning in here tonight. And let's see really quick. Can't get a word from Mr. Jared. Jared, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. You took home the win here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. How you feeling, and how do you feel like your race went? I know it was a hard-fought battle right there with Nick going in the 33.
Yeah, it was a good race there. The first one was really fun there. We had, I think, 4 cars there battling for the lead. So it was kind of a cat and mouse game there. And, you know, I had the plan to do the 2-stop deal there, and everything just kind of worked out. But, yeah, Nick was a little bit better in 1 and 2. I could never really figure out 1 and 2. He made up a lot of ground there. And then we were about even. I might have been just a little bit better in 3 and 4. But nonetheless, you had me on my heels, that's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely did. Y'all were going at it right there time and time again. Was there any point in the race where you felt like that was the moment that you won? Was it going down the pits before him? Because I know there was one person in the chat that was saying if Mogard goes down first that he is going to take home the win. And that's exactly what we saw.
I don't know. I mean, like when we, the first round I pitted a lap before him, but we came out We came out right about the same there. I think the second stop maybe helped me a little bit, and he kind of got held up a little bit with. There were a couple lappers that were on fresh tires too that were kind of weaving their way through when I pitted, and I think it may have held him up just enough to where, the advantage that go around worked out in my favor a little bit more.
Well, you love to hear it. You took home the win, Jared Mogard. Anybody you want to shout out or thank before we head off tonight's broadcast, bud?
Yeah, I just gotta thank TDS Internet, iBuy Power Computers, Asus Monitors, Twitchy Race Reports, Jamie, everybody for doing the league, you for doing the broadcast. Hopefully the fans enjoyed. Shout out to Nick again. It's always a pleasure racing him. It's always clean. It's always hard. Keeps me on my toes, but it's always fun racing him. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, Jared Mogard, your race winner. Thank you, sir, for coming up here for a quick interview, and I hope you have a great rest of your night celebrating your win.
Thanks. Appreciate it. You as well.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, that is the end of tonight's stream. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Nickel Dime saying great race and broadcast. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. And for everybody tuning in here tonight, the AWG family and everybody at home, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the ARCA Series playoffs. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your week.